Sam drinks beer. This is a beer review. So, beer today is an alcohol-free beer. It comes from Big Drop Brewing Company. It is a Canada Galactic milk stout. 0.5%, which qualifies as alcohol-free in this country. It was a World Beer Awards winner in 2020. Yeah. I've alcohol-free beers is something I want to drink more of. It's only actually the second I've reviewed on the channel, the first being the Cloudwater one from that 4-pack in Tesco's. I have to say I'm yet to be really sort of blown away by one, but it's usually the body that sort of lets them down, to be honest. I only had one other alcohol-free stout before, and that was the Crunch AF from Hamilton, and that sort of flattered to deceive a little bit. I had high hopes for that, and I was a little bit disappointed, but I heard good things about this one as well. Forget the notion this is a beer stout that's had its day. Instead, think of it as a honeycomb covered in chocolate, because that's exactly what it tastes like. Rich, unctuous, and absolutely decadent treat of a beer. Store and enjoy chilled. Well, actually, for being a stout, I did get this out of the fridge about an hour ago, but I feel that's freezing, so it is pretty cold still. But anyway, let's get it poured and see what it's like. Like I said, stouts you do want a decent amount of body on stouts, so that's the sort of worry really with this. It's going to be ultra thin. Sorry, filthy glass. Loads of bubbles on the side. Interesting smell. Smells like Guinness, if I'm honest. Very malty. Yeah, it smells like, it just smells like Guinness. A little bit like Guinness. Not probably not craft Guinness either. Maybe like Guinness original sort of smell. Just very malty smelling. But not getting any sort of chocolate or anything. Just pure malt and sort of quite a bit of a metallic smell as well. Does at least sort of smell like a beer. And maybe there's a tiny bit of chocolate going through. There's a bit of dried fruit as well on the smell. Let's give it a sip. So initially it does have that sort of taste that I find alcohol-free beers do always seem to have. They always have this slightly odd taste. But it's follows up tasting like a stout. So fair play in that sense. So if you get past that sort of initial sort of slightly chemical alcohol-free taste, it's like a nice roasty toasty sort of malty flavour, a little bit of coffee, get very little chocolate, a little bit of nuttiness maybe. To be fair, the body's not the worst I've had on alcohol-free beer. There is a little bit of something to it. It's still very thin and watery, but there's at least some tiny bit of substance to it. Yeah, just a few sort of odd, sort of slightly odd tastes in there. And that's sort of the main issue I'm having with alcohol-free beers, to be honest. They've got some good flavours, but they just always have this slightly odd... I don't know if it's the process of sort of removing the alcohol does it, but it's almost like this weird sort of sweet... I don't know, like barley, chemically barley taste. That's what it's weird. I never get it in normal beers with alcohol in, but whatever the style, it always seems to have it. But to be honest, the best alcohol-free beer I've had so far is probably the Brooklyn Special Effects. That was pretty decent. Yeah, it's drinkable. It's all right. It's all right. I'm still yet to find an alcohol-free beer that sort of does it for me. Really, to be honest, one that I can sort of maybe drink to sort of cut down my alcohol content. It just shows how much the sort of alcohol does bring to the party, really. Let's rate this up anyway. Like I said, it's alright. It's, yeah, very, yeah, it's got that weird alcohol-free taste, which at the forefront, it does have some alright sort of stouty flavours sort of come in towards the end. So a little bit of roasty toastiness and coffee and maltiness. There's no chocolate, if I'm honest with you. It says it's described saying things like promising things like honeycomb and chocolate, but not getting any of that, unfortunately. So the body's not the worst ever body I've had on alcohol free, but it's still pretty poor. Yeah, give it what? 2.5. Seems like about right. 2.5 out of 5. Like I said, it's drinkable, it's alright. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for watching this. It's probably one of my least viewed videos. It's an alcohol-free beer, but hey, I need to film a quota, don't I? Yeah, please like and subscribe. Drop your comments on below. Let me know if you've had any alcohol-free beers that have done it for you. You know, any that have, sort of hit the mark. I'm still searching for one, so recommendations will be welcome. Yeah. Follow me on Instagram, SamDricksBeerYT, add me on Untappd, SamDricksBeer93, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.